Why is this not working? Oh my God.
Live streaming.
Okay, guys, good morning. Hope you guys had a good weekend. What we're going to do today is work on mixed numbers again. We're going to work on multiplying and dividing mixed numbers. So we'll start with some multiplication. If I can get my pen to write. Hold on one sec, you guys. Okay, thanks for being so patient. So if we have 4 1/2 times 3 7/10. Okay, so we're going to have to do here, we're going to have to convert these into an improper fraction. If you remember, we do 4 times 2 plus 1. So that's going to be 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9/2. And this one's going to be 10 times 3, which is 30, plus 7 is 37/10. Then when you multiply the 9 times the 37 and 2 times the 10, we're going to get 333/20. Okay, and that is an improper fraction there. So what we're going to need to do is divide the 30 into the 20, and what we're going to get is 16 13/20. So 20 will go in to 333 16 times. So if we do 20 into 333, it's going to go 16 times, and that's 320. And there's going to be 13 left over. And if you remember, that goes over that. So it's going to be 16 and 13 20ths. Okay, let's do another one. And those are some big numbers, I know. Let's do 3 1/3 times, this one's a little bit smaller, 4 1/2. Okay, so we're going to do 3 times the 3 plus the 1. That's going to be 10 over 3 times 2 times the 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. So then we do 10 times 9, which is 90. And then 2 times 3 is 6. And then all we're going to do, remember when the top number is larger than the bottom number, we call that an improper fraction. So when you do that, you have to divide the bottom number, the denominator, and the numerator. So 6 goes into 90. This one's pretty basic. It's 15 times, and 15 times 6 is 90. So this one, you're going to have a whole number. It's just going to be 15. Okay? So we started out multiplying with mixed numbers. When we got done, we had a whole number. And there's no fraction, it's just 15. And that can happen from time to time. Okay, let's do another one. We'll do 4 1/2 times 4 4/5. So we're going to have 2 times 4 is 8, plus the 1 is going to be 9 over 2. Then we have 5 times 4 is 20, plus 4 is 24 over 5. Okay, so 9 times 24 is going to be 216, and 2 times 5 is going to be 10. Then what we do, 10 into 216, that goes 21 times, and that's 210. And there's going to be 6 over. So 21 and 6/10. But if you take a deeper dive here, we realize 6/10 can be taken down a little bit further. If we divide 2 out of both 6 and 10, it's going to make it 21 and 3 over 5. Because 2 goes in 10 5 times, 2 goes in 6 3 times. So if it says to reduce all the way, you're going to go, that 6/10 is going to be 3/5. Okay, so let's go and work on a couple of division, which is going to be when we convert the numbers, it's going to be the exact same thing, but then we're going to use the reciprocal. So if we have 2 and 1/2 divided by 3 and 2/5. So we got to convert these. So 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1. So it's going to be 5 over 2 divided by 5 times 3 is 15 plus the 2 is 17 over 5. But remember, when we multiply, we invert this or take the reciprocal. So we're going to flip it over. So what that's going to be is 5 times 2 times 5 over 17. And then we just multiply across, so it's 25 over 34. And that's reduced as far as it can go. So the biggest thing we're doing division, you guys, is you take the reciprocal, you invert. You mean you flip this second one over, and when I flip 17 over 5, it becomes 5 over 17. Okay, let's try another one. Let's do 3.5 divided by 2.5. Okay, this is going to be 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1, that's 7 over 2. This one, 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1, so that's 5 over 2. So what we would do, though, remember we're going to do 7 over 2, and we're going to invert the second one, which is this, so it's going to be 2 over 5. So this one's going to be 14 over 10, but what you want to do, you can do it now or you can do it later. We can see that 2 goes into both of these numbers. So we can make that a 7 and we can make that a 5. But now we know it's an improper fraction because the top is bigger than the bottom. The 7 is bigger than the 5. So what we'd have to do is divide the 5 into the 7. It goes 1 time. 1 times 5 is 5. There's going to be 2 left over. So that's going to equal 1 2/5. So when you get to the 14 over the 10, let me show you that. You can do it either way. You could divide the 10 into the 14. It's going to go 1 time. And then you're going to get 4 over 10 as the remainder. Remember, this would go over the top of that. So it would be 1 4/10. So if you get there, you're going to say, well, I know 2 goes into both the 4 and the 10. So you can do it either way. You can reduce when it's a improper fraction, or you can just go ahead and divide and then reduce at the very end. It's really up to you. Okay. So let's do one more. Let's do 3 1/5 times, we're doing division, divided by 3 1/2. So we're going to convert this to an improper fraction. So 5 times 3, 15 plus 1, that's going to be 16 over 5. And this one's going to be 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. But when we're doing our division problems, we know we can make it a multiplication if we invert the 7 over 2. So 16 over 5 then becomes 2 over 7. Then we get 16 times 2 is 32, and 5 times 7 is 35. And that is reduced as far as it can go. Okay. So, you guys, the biggest thing is just converting that mixed number. So whenever you have a mixed number, we'll just do one. If we have 5 and 5/7, remember you're going to multiply the denominator times the whole number. So in this case, it's 35. Then you're going to add the numerator 5. So that's going to be 40 over 7. Okay, so whenever we have a mixed number, we have to basically convert it to an improper fraction. And remember, an improper fraction just means that this number, which we call the numerator, is bigger than the bottom number, which is the denominator. So whenever you see that, that's an improper fraction. And we're doing mixed numbers, we need to get towards the improper fraction. Okay, I will go ahead and post some practice so you can work on both dividing and multiplying mixed numbers. All right, you guys, I'm going to start science in about 15 minutes. Hopefully I'll see you. If not, have a wonderful day. Bye.